Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Guys, she says we have to fight a gorilla. Did you say fight a Godzilla? She says we have to fight a gorilla. Did you say fight a Godzilla?
Eurylochus, light up 5 torches.
I opened the windbag.
6 torches.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. This is Gwendy from NSTD Studios, and to those of you who are new here, welcome. Things can actually get pretty chaotic here. The chat is pretty big on the screen. Oh my god, there's a lot of people here tonight. It's tonight my time, by the way. It's actually I know I said that the premiere is gonna be like July 19, and it was gonna be July 19 my time at around 6 p.m. But I fell asleep. Guys, I did not sleep. Like I only slept like an hour because I wanted to get this out as soon as possible. Now normally I would actually greet everyone in the chat, but there's quite a lot of you. So I want to actually get to the breakdown right away, because honestly right now I'm kind of a little under the weather. So I want to like not really make this very very long. So welcome everyone to new faces, to also to the jiglets. Let me explain a little bit about the jiglets. Guys, I don't know if you've noticed, but if you've seen my other animatics, I add, I love to add jiggle physics, if you know what I mean. I like to add them boing boings. I'm sorry, but I do. And the thing is, I love Jigglypuff and I love Diglett. So now it's and then also I love Jiggle Physics. So now it's Jiglets. But of course, I'm not gonna address everyone that might be. Not everyone is gonna be comfortable being addressed as Jiglets. So if you claim to be Jiglets, feel free to do so. I will call you as Jiglets. But yeah, there's a flan on my head. That's also a reference to one of my live streams. But anyway, you guys, I would like to thank you sincerely for watching the live stream. I had never had that many people watch a premiere before. I was shocked. I was honestly shocked. So I'm really happy. Um, you know what? Let's get right to it. So you just saw the animatic that I've been working on for the past maybe 2 weeks almost. So yeah, it took me 2 weeks. I as people in the jiggle physics. I want some jiggle physics for Odie. Okay, so hold that thought. Did you guys not see the jiggle physics on Odysseus? Because I added jiggle physics on him. Yeah. Seriously, I'm not kidding. There's jiggle physics on Odysseus. And I'll show you guys in just a little bit. Yeah, there is. But it's kind of hard to spot, though. Um, so, hold on. Okay. So now that we've got that out of the way, yeah, the beeswax thing. A lot of you, I see a lot of people mentioning the beeswax. Um, Here's the thing. I actually posted a lot of the previews in TikTok, and there were so many people that was like, "When are you gonna add the hair tuck thing? Are you gonna add the hair tuck thing?" And it's like, I didn't. I know that Jay did it as a joke, and I found it funny, but at the same time, I really didn't wanna add the hair tuck unless the story called for it, and I eventually decided, oh, why not use the hair tuck to actually show the beeswax? So it all worked out in the end. So now we're gonna go with a breakdown. I'm gonna play this, and then from time to time I'm gonna be pausing. Hopefully this will work. Okay, let me just let me see, where am I? Hold on. Okay, I did not prepare this part. Ah, hold on, you guys. I did not prepare this part. What the heck? I'm gonna have to go back to YouTube. Oh, hold on. YouTube. Yeah. So just okay. I'm not looking at the chat right now. And then it's so hello, welcome new people. We have just finished watching Suffering. So now we are doing a breakdown, and I am reopening the video for Suffering, and I will be putting that on screen in just a little bit. Sorry, I did not prepare this part. I'm really sorry. Hold on, pause. Okay, hold on. Supposed to like. Oh no, hold on. Ah, so many scuff. Oh yeah, new people. My streams usually are quite scuffy. Also, just a heads up, things can get quite chaotic here. So yeah, be on the lookout for chaos. Maybe my model should be Ares and not Scylla. Because yeah, my model is based on Scylla. Um, the at least how she was originally described in Greek mythology. Or where is it? Window capture. Um, Hold on. Is this it? Okay. Wait. Ooh, screen too big. I'm lost. Hold on. I'm gone. Don't worry. I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna be back in just a little bit. And then we're gonna do a bit of a breakdown. Hold on. I think I should move the chat as well so you guys can see. So I can see you guys chatting as well. Just gonna move this. I am so prepared. I am super prepared. Let's put it here. Censorship. Salamat, White Strike. Thank you. Gonna just live stream with duct tape and sheer willpower and coffee. And I don't even have coffee. Okay. So, first things first, the transformation sequence, right? So, that was actually uh, suggested by my husband, who also is our resident moderator. He is called Darth Pika. You can call him Pika. And he said, "How about in the opening sequence, you have the siren transform? You know, like when Ariel transformed and had two legs. So that's exactly what we have here. So I'm just gonna mute this one. Hold on, hold on. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the Poseidon impression later on. Um, yes, Pink Chubi, this is a frame by frame animation. I sometimes I add After Effects special effects, but this one it's purely frame by frame. There is no added effects. Unlike with No Longer You, my video with No Longer You has a lot of special effects. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so let me just show you guys. So there, that's directly inspired from The Little Mermaid. This one, I've already mentioned this in the past live streams. My siren design. Of course, you didn't get to see the entire siren design because you will see that in different beasts. Um, Poseidon and Amelie will break down every single one of his charades action in just a little bit. So if you notice this red thing over here, those are actually where I put the gills. So I put the gills on the sides of the tails because to me it makes more sense. Like why would Odysseus, I was thinking, why would Odysseus tell the men to cut the tail? Why? If the gills are in like maybe like usually in the women's ears, they wouldn't drown. I mean they'd be half the creatures they were, but then they'd still be able to breathe, right? So that's why I came up with a design to put the gills on the sides of the tails, particularly the hip area. Yes, those are gills. And they are inspired from the gills of great white sharks. And that's why Odysseus tells his men to cut off the tails. Yeah, different beasts is a go. I'm definitely gonna tell you more about that one. Also, the webbed fingers over there, good for swimming. So let's continue. And also, yeah, the siren ears is how I would call it, is actually based off of lionfish fins. You know how lionfish have like these, it's similar to this one. Wait. It's similar to that, but yeah, this is inspired from lionfish. Hey guys, welcome to the new people in the chat. We are just breaking down right now everything. What program did I use? I used Clip Studio Paint EX. I should have started with that. What program I use? So yeah, Clip Studio Paint EX, and yeah, it is also like an axolotl, but I really based it off of lionfish, because I am at the proponent. I'm like positing that the sirens are actually venomous. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Can they just decide if they're like they can't like if the gills are in the tail are on the tails and the tails are cut off and the human half is in the water, of course they're gonna like drown. So that's how I'm thinking about it anyway. So every story beat that I made here is that's why it took me a while to post, because every story beat I had to like really think about it on how I want to convey the story. Okay, let me just see. Yeah, the eye thing. I thought that was it's just for creeps, for creepy factor. That's all I'm after. That's why I made that the eye do that. Like it's just for the creepy factor. And also all camera angle that camera angle here, the camera pans like that. that we are seeing her from the point of view of Odysseus. So Odysseus was checking out Siren Penelope. He was like, come on, let's give the man a little break. Like, he missed his wife, and even though he knew this wasn't his wife, it's it's still like, it still looks like my wife. I can, check it out. I'm not doing anything. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys something here as well. Let me just see if I can find it. He's loyal. He's very much loyal. He's just a man. Okay, I think I have it here. Okay, yeah, okay, you're gonna see this on the screen. Okay, those other designs are future designs. So let's focus on Penelope. This is my actual design for Penelope. There is a marked difference with how I depicted her in suffering versus how she is actually designed. And this one, I'm actually using this design. Will I do other songs in the Thunder Saga? Yes, Different Beast is next. Different Beast is next. So, yes, exactly. It has the wrong shoulder. Everything is wrong about it. Like, look at it. This one is all actually, it's all planned. Even the hair. Like, even the hair, look. Okay, this Penelope is also much older, so she has like little wrinkles in her eyes. The hair is flipped. Exactly. Not exactly, exactly. Her chest isn't as big as Sirenelope's, and she's more modestly dressed. And the reasoning for this, okay, this is how I had canon it right now. The sirens are somewhat telepathic. I don't have inside information about this, but this is how I'm thinking about it. The sirens are somewhat telepathic, so they're able to see Odysseus's memories or flashes of it. But they got almost everything wrong. It still looks like Penelope, but the hair is wrong. The pauldron is wrong, because it's like looking at a mirror. There's a big difference. She doesn't have a shawl. This is something that I gave my Penelope design. This is what I gave my Penelope design. Like, it's her distinguishing factor, because she weaves. She weaved that shawl. Hold on, let me just check the chat for a bit. Somebody asked a question. My husband would actually usually be here to read the questions for me, but he's trying to put our son to sleep. So let me just. Yeah. There's also no bracelets. The bracelet thing in the wrists, that is a distinguishing element of all of Odysseus and family. So I actually designed so the characters only their family has these arm things. Let me see. Let me just check the chat. I thought I saw. Quick question: why do the initial transformation sequence and the next shot look flipped? Huh? Let me see. Did I make a mistake and not know it? Hold on. Oh. Okay. I get it. About that one, it's not deliberate, but it's not necessarily a mistake. The transformation sequence happened way before Odysseus and his crew arrived. So, this part is not like Odysseus didn't see the transformation part. So there's a lot more time for Sirenelope to move around, to move around on her little rock. Let me see. Yes, this is exactly how she looks like decades ago, as how Odysseus remembers her. But the sirens, of course, they accentuated her features to make her more seductive. That is why she is you can see the jiggles. Yeah. How long did this take? Roughly 2 weeks, I guess. If I recall correctly, it's just that usually it would take me a few days, but I already have a full-time job, so um, time is pretty hard for me to find time. Yes, the siren is taking artistic liberties with how Penelope looked like, but as you can also see, the colors are wrong. Um, the siren colors are more of a dull color, and I imagine that is because the sirens actually don't see color the way humans do. That's how I think of it. So that's why the color is more muted. So yeah, exactly, exactly. The red eyes. Oh, glad you brought that up. The red eyes are to indicate that whoever has the red eyes is a monster. Please make sure to make note of that. Okay. Again, this is the actual design of Penelope, but this is how the sirens depicted her because they only saw like somewhat of a mirror image, so they got a lot of details wrong. So yeah, hold on. From time to time, I'm gonna be coughing, so I'm gonna hold on, and then I'm gonna mute because I don't want to cough on you guys. I don't want to spread my germs over the internet. Okay. Um, the siren does the same, and of course. Wait, what? Okay, hold on. Yeah. Also, I remember you said that you made Penelope's eyes special, and the siren doesn't have the same pupil, and of course the color is messed up. Let's have a close up of Penelope's eyes. It's actually golden, and of course it's human. You know. Um, what I think I'm not sure if I recall correctly, but I think when I said extra special, each of my character designs, I try to make them look as different from each other as possible. So Penelope's eyes are completely different from Cersei's. Even her nose is very distinct. So I don't know if that answered your question, but hopefully it did. So yeah, this is the Penelope as Odysseus remembered her, but the sirens got a lot of the information wrong. And the actual Penelope that we will see in future animatics is gonna be older, of course. It's still beautiful. It's still beautiful. So let me just hide that. Let's continue with the breakdown. So yeah, I put the ship, and then Odysseus with the dreamy eyes. Um, I know it can be depicted as like him being wistful, but in hold on. Yeah, Red Eyes for Cinemas. Let's make a campaign for that. Anyway, when it comes to okay, hold on, chat. Yeah, okay. The reason why Odysseus is like acting all dreamy is because he is already acting. That's right, Chad. He is already acting as if he is under the siren spell. So that way he's trying to lull the siren into a false sense of security already. So even at this early stage, he was pretending that the sirens got him, and he knew from the get go. Okay, this is a hot woman. She looks like my wife, but I know she ain't my wife. Everything is wrong, and stuff like that. And also, yeah, I added the little wink. The initial rough animation didn't have this, but I decided to add it to the final animatic because I felt it would actually add more to the story because the siren is really ramping up her seduction of Odysseus. So yeah, um, there's a tiny bit of jiggle physics here, not exactly a lot, because I had a hard time like adding it because of the angle. Usually I add like hold on, let me see. It's barely there. It's barely there, but yeah, it's supposed to bounce. And then I'm afraid of the water. Okay, notice here. He's closing his eyes because it's his turn to sing, right? But the moment Penelope sings, he opens his eyes because he's lip reading. The devil is in the details. Also, the Yeah, here comes the daughter. I made her look like a fish. It's actually a nod to Jay's cover. Hold on. I don't know if you guys can recall. Jay actually did reveal the Thunder Saga cover. He drew the ship and then there's a fish. And that was actually his very first clue to everyone that sirens are gonna be involved. So the that's why I actually like put the shadow as looking like a fish as a nod to that. So there are little things here that I put in. Yes, that fish. Also notice the daughter has red eyes. That's because they are monsters. They are not human. Also the daughter's age. I'd like to bring that up. Thank you guys. Yes, the fish was a spoiler. And the thing is, I knew for months that it was a spoiler. Because when Jay and I worked on different beasts together, he had to, of course, tell me what songs 21 and 22 were about. And so I do recognize that I did have that privilege to know a lot more about the details of what went on in Suffering and in different beasts. And I am actually using that knowledge to apply to the animatics to make them as canon as possible. Um, Penelope has a slit. I don't know what's called on her dress to have more. I don't. Yes, that is correct. Because the siren really wants to seduce. I really want to ramp up the seduction of the sirens here. So of course they're gonna like dress sexy, act sexy, and all that just to lure Odysseus into the water. There are male sirens. In some iteration, I think King Triton was considered a male siren, but eventually he was relegated to something else. Um, as for the daughter, the reason why I chose her to be this age, she's about 10 to 12 years old. So, the way I'm thinking about it is that it's also another thing that the sirens got wrong. They saw in Odysseus' mind, oh, his wife has a baby. They had a baby before he left to war, and they mistook the baby for a daughter. So they actually like, uh, dressed up. One of the sirens dressed up as his quote unquote daughter. It's around the age of 10 or 12 years or so. So that's why I chose that age for the daughter, because it just made more sense to me, versus a daughter who is maybe around like if it's a daughter that's younger, we would have to question the parentage. If you think about it, we would have to question the parentage. But if the age of the daughter is around the time, like conceived around the time that Odysseus left for war, then yeah, that makes sense to me. Let me just show you something else, guys. This Okay. We all know that Odysseus has a son, so I'm just gonna show you the design I have for Telemachus. Hold on. Look feminine as possible, so it's possible. Hold on. We are artists. Psst, psst. That's me trying to call out fellow Filipinos. Psst, psst, psst. Okay, let me do the Telemachus reveal. That's Telemachus. That's how I designed him. Telemachus. So I I actually already have an idea about how I'm gonna do different beasts. I will discuss about. I won't go into deep detail about different beasts, but I will do some discussion. Anyway, this is Telemachus. He has features. I tried to combine as much features of his parents as possible. He's described as small. So in the myth, he's actually really buff. But I don't know. Think of this as a young, maybe 13-year-old Telemachus. I don't know if he's gonna be buff at the time comes in Epic. But yeah, he has his mother's hairstyle. He has his father's hair color. He has his father's eyes. He has his father's eyebrows. But his mother's nose, he got that from his mother. Even the colors are a combination of the key colors used for his parents. Penelope is yellow. Odysseus is blue. So that results in green. So yeah. Thank you, Darky. You guys who need to go, feel free to check out this live stream later. It will stay on. Don't worry. The live stream will still be public later on. So yeah, this is how I designed Telemachus. Hello, hello guys. Hello. Sorry I can't greet everyone in the chat. I wish I could. It's just that my husband, who usually mans the chat and tells me what's going on so I can reply to everyone, is currently putting our baby to sleep. So yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Thank you for reminding me, Pika. Again, guys, no spoilers for Epic. Okay, I need to move this there. No spoilers for Epic or the Odyssey, please. I know the Odyssey has been out for a very long time, but there are people in the chat, in the live streams as well, who do not wish to be spoiled with future events, especially of Epic, regardless of whether it's Epic itself or the source material. Now, we do have Epic Spoiler Talk Fridays, which I will be doing. Is it Friday today? Yeah, which I'll probably be doing later tonight. So you can, tune into that. Um, and you have your mother's hair, my father's hair color, father's eyes. Okay, so let's continue. So, the backflip. Oh my gosh, the backflip is sort of an inside joke at this point, because I have been live streaming. Okay, Octavia, what's your question? Feel free to ask. What's your question? Okay, so I've been live streaming these stuff several times over, um, and people in the chat always tell my Scylla model to do a backflip, do a backflip. I can't do a backflip. I can do a cartwheel, but I'm not gonna do that right now. So I decided this is a nod to the Jiglets. So this is for you guys. Seriously, this is for you. The backflipping siren is for you. Since I myself cannot do a backflip, I'll make the siren do a backflip. No, I did not make God games yet, Octavia. Not yet. I'm thinking about it though. Will we get a Thunderbringer? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I can't really say. Um, she's a fairy. Yes, these are the Jiglets, but she has no jiggle physics because she's young. Look, backflip. Whack. But then you guys get caught. Okay. This is a very particular choice for me. This one is a particular choice. I welcome the jiggles because seriously, guys, like, I'm making it my mission to be like the only animatic creator who does jiggle physics. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do Mutiny. I have a lot of scenes in my head though. Um, there might be a skit somewhere there. We'll see. Uh, okay. Let me just go back to here. Yeah. Okay. So notice the way she's swimming. Um. So notice the way she's swimming. She's not swimming like a human. She's still swimming like a dolphin or a mermaid or a siren. Like that. See? She's not swimming like normal humans because this is all an illusion or a magic or whatever. Hold on. Guys, okay. We are actually going to see the very first jiggle physics on a man I've ever made. Was it hard to animate her swimming? Yes! Oh my god! It was so hard because I didn't have any reference photos or reference videos. So I had to like imagine, okay, how would like a weird ass fish swim like? So it's all from imagination at this point, and that's why it's not really perfect. And then she gets captured. And there's a reason for that. Look at that horrified face. Okay. You can see the gills here. There's the gills. At the sides of her waist. How long did this take? How long have you been animating? This one took me maybe 2 weeks on and off. And also, I've been animating professionally since 2020. Wait. Self-taught in 2020. Animated professionally in 2020 since 2022. Yes, jiggle physics on a man, and I put it on Odysseus. Just wait and see. So hold on, let me just pause this. I know I've been going back and forth on this. Okay. Okay. So when the siren, this daughter siren gets caught, um she actually starts transforming. So she started as human, then she transforms back into a siren. See, even the ears. I'm not sure if I'm actually gonna show her being killed. Honestly, probably gonna show her being killed off screen. And there's a reason why I added this scene. Aside from acknowledging the line, the daughter line, because I feel that I understand that it might be difficult to come up with something in regards to the daughter line. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jungle Vet. So okay, I acknowledge that I do have the advantage of knowing excuse me. Knowing excuse me. So by the time I made this, I already knew that Odysseus was actually distracting the leader of the sirens. Cause yeah, Jay did describe to me that the siren that Odysseus is talking to is the leader, and while the leader was distracted, the men are actually working towards catching the other sirens. Thank you, Vega. Um, the Zusasi, Zusasi, Jungle Man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Also, guys, if you want to join my Discord, I'll put a link later on. I do post some stuff there that I do, the exclusive stuff there. One of the things that I posted there is a Zusasi. So I'm gonna discuss Zusasi. Thank you again, Jungle Vet. Thank you. Yeah, I mean we're in animatic. Don't worry, I'll show you guys. We're gonna. This is a breakdown, so yeah, we are going to have the jiggle physics shown soon. Yes, I am gonna animate different beasts. I am. I am definitely. Yeah, I posted a folder in my Discord saying Zusasi. I'm not gonna tell you guys exactly what's there yet, because it's either gonna make or break my career. So right now we are yeah, we are now discussing. Okay, yeah, we can you can see the siren, the gills here. They're at the hip area. So let's continue. Oh my god, it stopped there. Seriously, it stopped there. So okay, let me just go back a little bit. Okay, that's a little too much. Okay, let me just see. So yeah, it's actually canon that while Odysseus was distracting the leader of the sirens, that was the time that's why the men are off screen, because they were catching these sirens, and I specifically that's why I depicted that scene. It just matched. The name of the folder, Granny. What does that mean? Ah, you're like have to wait and see. Okay, okay. Here you go, guys. Here, there's jiggle physics now for Odysseus. Blink and you're gonna miss it. Thank you, thank you, Atlas. Thank you. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay, okay. Hold on. Oh, where's this that? Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know this. Ah, I could have done this since earlier. Crap. Hold on. Okay, let's go forward. So, let me just move. Yeah, not even Odysseus is safe from the jiggles. Okay, okay. Starts here. I don't know. It's a blink and you'll miss it moment. I don't know if you guys saw it. It's covered because of this thing here. It's covered. Did you see that? Did you see that? Yeah, I've kind of accepted that chaos, so now everyone it's jiglets. It's only my moment. Thank you, the God Emperor. Oh, God Emperor. Pika, the God Emperor has graced the chat. Yeah, I do know about 40k. I don't play it. Fine. I played it once. Uh, I called Exterminatus on a planet, but that's later on. Okay. Jiggle OD. He's not safe. He's not safe from the jiggles. Also, if you notice, he opened his eyes. So at least he peeked, like he opened, like he had one eye open just so he can read the siren's lips again. What shampoo does Odysseus use in the middle of the ocean? I don't know. Actually, I kind of, with my design, I kind of imagine that his hair is kind of matted. Actually, that's why it's in chunks. Actually, just so because it's easier for me to animate.
Or maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe it's Maybelline. Girly pop era. Okay, so I added the hair movement here just so I can do the hair tuck and reveal the beeswax. That's my main reason for adding the wind. So I can have an excuse to do the hair tuck. Actually, it kind of looks like disgusting, doesn't it? But it's beeswax, okay? That's beeswax. But yeah, this people in TikTok have been a little like more than pushy about having the hair tuck scene. Yeah, a lot of people have been telling me to add the hair tuck scene, and much as I found it really funny, I really didn't want to add it until unless I was like, I feel like it could add to the story. So that's why I added it here. Exactly, that's how we resist your song. So that's why I like, did the hair tuck, and then there's a reveal of the beeswax. Again, beeswax, not earwax. So, make note of Penelope's hand gesture, okay? She is like, okay, this was several frames of animation, you guys. And the way I animated it is, I actually animated, like, okay, let's go back. Let's go back a little bit. See, look at those number of frames. Like, I have a separate layer for the movement of the hair, separate layer for the movement of the hands. Exactly, Vega. I'm glad you caught that. This is the exact gesture that Odysseus mirrored. And then the wind stops. Yes, Odysseus pulled a reverse Uno. Okay, notice that he's tapping. Okay, I'm gonna put the music back on. For this specific part. Okay, notice that the taps are on beat. That's on purpose. He is tapping to the song. Because in my head canon, the way I am trying to depict it in the animatic, is he actually does hear the siren song, he just can't hear the words. He hears the melody, not very clearly. Not clearly enough that he is unable to resist the siren. That's why, that also ties in with the line in Different Beast, that's how we resist your song. So, I know that people are saying that, it's a plot hole that how could he read lips and stuff like that. So this is the way I see it. This is how I seal that plot hole, that Odysseus can actually hear it. That's why he's tapping, so he'll be on beat and harmonize with the siren. Do I live in the Philippines? Yes, taga Pilipinas po ako. Pilipina, lumaki dito. Andito na siguro ako mamamatay. Excuse me. The tapping of the feet is also dual purpose. I know that I've been interacting with people as well, not just in the comment section, but also not just in TikTok, but also in YouTube. And yes po, Pinay po. So that people have been telling me, okay, you should have him tied to a mast. You should have him tied up because in the myth, Odysseus was tied up. So he won't go jump into the water once he hears the siren because that in the myth he didn't have beeswax on, beeswax in his ears. So but in epic he did. He had beeswax in his ears. So in the way I thought about it is that uh the tying him, whether it's tying him to the mast or tying his feet somewhere, is unnecessary, and also it just restricts his movement so much that I can't really choreograph how I want the story to go. And also you're hearing it here, maybe not first, this is the second time I'm mentioning it. But in my conversations with Jay about songs 21 and 22, never once did he mention Odysseus being tied. Not once. So take with that what you will. So that's why I showed the feet, not only because the song mentions feet, you keep the feet on the ground, and then also to show that he's tapping to the beat, and also to show he is not tied up in any way. So let's see. Jiggle physics, drink. This is the first. This is like the first really obvious boing boing of the. Hold on. So this is the very first boing boing of the animatic. The first one is Odysseus, but again, you can barely see it. Let's do a game. Let's count how many boing boings Gwendy added to the animatic. So we're at boing boing number 2. So also something to note. Notice that her hands appear to look like wings. That is foreshortening. Her hands are closer to the camera, so or the audience. That's why we can't really see her arms. But also, this is actually a nod to the original Greek mythos of the sirens, because they were not mermaid sirens. They were initially bird women. They had the head of a woman and then the body of a bird. So even though the one in epic is not a bird siren, I still wanted to give a nod to the bird sirens. That's why I chose this angle for when Penelope reaches out to Odysseus. Because yeah, it looks like wings. So it's a nod. It's just a nod. Tied to messy music, not just physical, so he won't be. Yes, exactly. He won't be able to read the lips because he's not at the edge of the ship, looking down at the siren. Unless these are bird sirens, but these are not bird sirens. The ones in epic. So yeah. Yeah, I think also these days the original design for the sirens can be confused with the harpies. So also you notice another detail I added here. This is the very first time we're seeing a lip sync. So at this point, in my head anyway, at this point, Odysseus can now clearly read the siren's lips. He still had trouble. That's how I'm thinking. But at this point, he can read it. That's why us, the audience, can see Sirenelope actually mouthing the words. And that is why, since you guys saw the full animatic, that is why I put really heavy emphasis this time around on mouth movements, on mouth syncing. Because that's very integral to the storyline of suffering. Because Odysseus is reading lips. We are seeing this through Odysseus' eyes. So we're reading as well. But only if you answer a question. This is my favorite part.
Of course.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Actually, no. This sequence is my favorite part. But there's there's the jiggle number 3. The underworld animatic is still being worked on. It's just in the back burner for now. It's actually the third jiggle. The first one is Odysseus. Second one is the wait, it is the fourth. It is the fourth. Sorry, you're right. It's four. The first one at the very beginning. The second one is Odie, and the third one is Penelope, and then uh Portugal's up the chat is talking about the there's two sides to every coin. Okay. One is my absolute favorite sequence, and it's because Jay reacted, and not really reacted to it, but he commented on it, he liked it, he reposted it. So that's why I really and also I really enjoy doing this sequence of Odysseus doing charades. Um, Odysseus actually did a jiggle in the first part. Is this a Dangan Ronpa reference? It's not. Some people have been saying that it's a Soka impression of Atla. Here's the thing: I've never seen a single episode of Ron Pasi. I can't even pronounce it, or a single episode of Atla. Just so you guys know. This one is I inspired from a variety of anime that I've seen. I can't really pinpoint one single anime, but also there's you know those cartoons wherein they will mimic the face of the character that they're talking about. So yeah, that's also there. Full Metal Alchemist, that's for sure 100% intentional. It's inspired from that. Hold on. Okay, okay. Let me just show you guys this one. I actually have a reference for this. The fork. Let me tell you about the fork while I'm looking for the reference. The fork is actually inspired from Talia and Jorge's video. Okay, take this with a grain of salt. I'm not sure if this is accurate. From what I remember, people telling me, when they first shot There Are Other Ways TikTok video, the video was initially uh banned or something in TikTok because of the use of weapons. They actually use swords and stuff. So they decided to reshoot the video and shoot it with forks, and ever since then, the fork has become part of the part of the what you call this, epic lore. So yeah. Also, okay, let me just scroll up. Yes, exactly. Is this? It is. Ah, it was age restricted. I see. Okay, thanks for clarifying for me, guys. Yes, this is actually the inspiration. So this is the actual inspiration. Wolfie's design for Poseidon. So yeah, I didn't like. I actually like. I put this on the side that okay. I want to make Odysseus look like him. So and also what you call this? So that's why also Odysseus had suddenly somewhat curly hair in a way, and also the trident, of course, is represented by the fork. And the reason why I decided to wave the fork around is because I wanted it to for people to actually see that there is a fork in Odysseus' hand, just to bring attention to the fork. Okay, let me just this one uh also had a lot of frames animated. See? That's one by one. What the hell? What the hell? Okay, press the wrong button.
And let's say he blocked the way home with giant weight.
That one is there. This one is inspired from Full Metal Alchemist. The the tentacle arms. So okay, hold on. I really enjoy me animating this one. The fork thing is actually just a metaphor. It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor. It's not really there. I really enjoy doing this.
And giant storms.
Okay, I need to play that back. You know, there are only two people so far who know what this means. What the heck? Okay, it shows. Okay, who know what this means? Only very few people. This is actually the ASL sign for storm. Because I do know I do know someone who does sign language. My cousins, a lot of my cousins do sign language, so I decided to incorporate that as well. Shout out to Julia, my cousin. She does sign language, and she's also a mega epic fan. And she was the one who brought me into the fandom. Thank you guys.
How am I to evade him?
Okay,
How am
for
I
this
to get
scene,
Which route should I take? Where am I supposed
he's still all like doing all the actions thing. But look at I don't know if you can see that, but Penelope has like the most I don't care face in the world. Yeah, she looks so done. She's like, I'm hungry. When is my food gonna stop talking? Okay, let's just go back here. Whoa, we're scrolling down. Okay. Paramedes, we'll probably see him in different beasts. Him using extra body language. Yeah, it's because he can't really hear exactly. So he really wants to make sure that Siren is understanding him because he can't hear himself. For this one, there is actually a reason why the sudden change. Yeah, there's a reason for the sudden change. This is because if you notice with the song, Penelope is suddenly singing weird. The siren is singing weird. She sounds like she's in a trance. It's not like her happy song anymore. Let's go back to explaining about this one. So, what I imagine for this scene is that Odysseus has finally reached deep into. It's basically a monster talking to a monster. So Odysseus can see her for what she is and hear her. He can like hear her in a way. We still see her mouth moving, so we can read it because we are looking at her through Odysseus's eyes. So sudden change in tone, like monotone, and she's like, there's even a slight change in her voice if you notice. So, okay, this one is not a complete reveal yet about how the siren looks like. Yeah, I saw the Paramedi song, yes. Yeah, I also redid the eye thing. The reason why also the eyes are green is because the eyes are inspired from a deep sea shark that have green eyes and black scleras. But I also chose to retain the red scleras because it's a monster thing. Tell you what to I like to. Okay, let me just show you the eldritch horror that thing is. That's horrific. Also, another thing, the siren ears, the fins on their ears. The I'm gonna give the leader, the queen siren, the biggest ears. So the rest will have smaller ears. Just so you know.
Very scared to roam. Oh, it's through the lair of Scylla.
Okay, this design of Scylla is fairly accurate to canon. If you've seen the videos by the animatics by Smulio and Ilian Ziz, this is a consistent design. There's a skull shape or skull whatever, and Scylla is inside the mouth of the skull, and there are 6 Hydra heads. So yeah, let me just scroll back to the chat. Yes, man. Yeah. Yeah, it's like a crown. She's Queen Siren. Wait, what's it? Smash! Come on, guys. She'd smash you to pieces.
No.
I am still on the hill. I am still on the hill that Scylla and Odysseus are one and the same. And this is exactly why I added this shot. This is foreshadowing for Scylla. See? Odysseus replaces the heads.
This is
Wait. Go back.
No.
So yeah. This is this is a very much a deliberate thing on my part. Odysseus over, yeah, but it happens like in a split second. Yeah, we are the same, you and I. It's thank you guys. I tried to add as much detail as I can as possible. So the time that I wasn't able to stream, I also like had time to really think about how I want to present the animatic. And that's why we see this is because yeah, we are the same, you and I. That Odysseus is Scylla. So let's see.
This is your only way home, the lair of Scylla.
Okay, that mouth thing, I know it's kind of stiff. It's because it's not often that I animate lip syncs from the side. Jayras, yeah, mga pipino tayo. Hold on. So at this point, this is a late addition. The lip sync of this Siren. It's because initially I didn't want to add the lip sync, and then I realized, we are looking at this through Odysseus. He still needs to read the lips. So it's actually it's a late addition. How do Sirens not bite their own tongue? Maybe because the teeth isn't exactly as strong as you'd think they are. Jiggles! Oh, may some jiggle physics. Let me just go back to the chat. May I ask what program you use for your animatics? I use Clip Studio Paint EX, guys. Not Pro, okay? Not Pro. Clip Studio Paint EX, because that's the one for animation. So, jiggle number 5! Oh, I think visually the lip sync actually conveys how focused on reading the lips Odie is. That actually makes sense. Thank you, man. It actually makes sense. I didn't not think of that. It's more like I was in a hurry. I just need to mouth out the words. Is Clip Studio Paint easy to use? If you have been using Adobe Photoshop, then your transition to Clip Studio Paint will be much easier. If you're using softwares like Krita, it's also a similar software, but for animating, you have to actually learn it. You need to I learned how to animate in Clip Studio Paint via YouTube. So yeah, just look up YouTube tutorials and you'll be able to do fine. I'll do a time lapse of the jiggle scan. Victor, if you're gonna do like a supercut of the jiggles, please check out also my done for and my there are other ways video, and also this one. And please, I would actually be grateful if someone did a jiggle supercut of all my animatics and their jiggle physics. I would be very, very happy and grateful. Just make sure to tag me, okay? Is the jiggle hard to do in animation? No, surprisingly not. It's actually very, very fun. That's why I had a lot of this as much as I can. Cause let me yes please, El Victor, if you want to do a jiggle supercut of all my jiggles, then please. You have my blessing. Okay, let me just okay, let's go frame by frame with the jiggle, shall we? Okay, hold on. Okay, let's do frame by frame. What the heck? I chose. Okay. What the heck? Hold on. Urgh! Okay, there it is. Okay, I keep pressing the wrong buttons. See? It starts low and then ends up high, and then low again, and then high again. And I think that's it. That's how many frames? 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. That's a okay. Hold on. I'm revealing my secrets to you guys. But that's how you do the jiggles. Yeah. My experience as a VTuber mommy. So VTuber mommies, that means like I make VTubers, and almost all of the VTubers I made had jiggle physics. So I had a lot of time looking at how boobies bounce, okay? And I was able to animate that. Yeah, the squash Penelope has a purpose. Because if you play this, it's like it adds to the motion. So so again, this is squash. Yes, squash and stretch, exactly. In animation, it's squash and stretch. So stretch, one stretch, going up, the boobies go down because of gravity. And then once you're in the air, the boobies come up. Then once you go down again, the boobies come down. And then they go back to normal. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry, don't want. What was that? I forgot. How many FPS do I animate? Great question. My base canvas is 24 frames per second, but I actually only animate in usually in threes. Usually. But sometimes I go as high as 8s. It really depends on the scene. But for the most part, I don't really go. I think there were times when I went to 2s. But I never go yet. Threes, definitely 3s. I don't go with 2s. I don't go with 2s at all. And never once. Oh my god. That would be crazy if I did once. Yes, the 6 reference. I love 6. And I plan to go to Manila to watch the concert musical if I can. So we'll see. I don't know if I can. We'll see. Great, Jessica Rabbit. Oh, Jessica Rabbit. One of my first exposures to cartoon TDs. I swear. my young mind was blown to bits. I was like, I didn't know they could get that big. Do you ever go to events such as the one coming up on 26 to 28? What? What event? Okay, FYI, I do share personal information, not super personal, but I did once live in Manila. I used to go to a lot of conventions, especially comic book conventions. But I have since moved back to the island of Mindanao, so I no longer am able to attend those events. But I will probably go to Manila sometime later this year, hopefully to attend the six musical concert. Let me just scroll here. The jiggles also even Yuri can help but get. We do have a Comic Con here in the Philippines, but it's spelled different, and it does focus on comics. We don't have guests, like actor or celebrity guests. We, although rarely we do. Why does she have one single shoulder pad attached to her dress? This one is actually suggested by a person in the chat back when I was streaming in the early days. The name of the person is Corsavos, and they said, "Why don't you add a pauldron? That would actually signify that she's from Sparta." So yeah, it's a callback to her warrior roots. So even though it's just casual wear, gotta show off that she's from Sparta. And I know this is not accurate to the myth, okay? I mean, not accurate to ancient Greece. But then again, Jay gave Yuri a buster sword, so, you know. Thank you, Maylebe. Let me just scroll. We're on the 5th jiggle now. Do you think sirens as bony fish because of the human half, or cartilaginous fish because of the cartilage? Is how I imagine. That way, they can move freely, not very stiff, you know, like eels, almost. Wait, eels have a lot of bones, not cartilage. Anyway, yeah, Penelope's from Sparta. Okay, let's continue.
Jump in the water.
Here we go.
You know I'm too shy and terrified.
You gotta bring that back. You gotta bring that back. Let's bring that back. I don't know why, but a lot of people in TikTok in particular found this hot. What? What? Also, this is the part that I know a lot of people are expecting me to do the haircut, but if there's anything that you guys should take away from me, is that I do not like doing what everyone else is doing. I prefer to do things on my own. So instead of doing the hair tuck, I decided to go for a cover. Yes. Thank you so much for pointing this, Marie. This is exactly the part that Odysseus is using the reverse Uno card on the Siren. This is the part where Odysseus uses the Siren's tricks against her. It's the part where Odysseus has become the Siren and has become the monster. Please remember that as we move along with this. I don't know if there's gonna be a Scylla jiggle though. Yes, he's baiting her. Like,
You know I'm too shy and terrified.
yeah, he's showing off those his biceps. Yes, I did think of everything. I thought about like every single frame. I have to think about this. And the thing is, I didn't even storyboard this. I just animated on the fly. But that's also why it took me a while, because I stop and then I think long and hard before I animate. Let me just see. Yeah, Mutiny is really hard to animate, so best of luck. You're starting to hold there. Put the bicep with us. Yeah, that dress grab, you're free to interpret it how you will. You can actually interpret this as the Siren restraining her anger, and at the same time you can interpret this as the Siren restraining the horny. Like, no, I should not fall for this. I should not. And then she gets even angrier. I shall not be seduced by my food. This is just me being really silly. Because, if you notice something. The Siren, for the past few parts, the Siren, we can read the Siren's lips, right? But this time we can't. We can't read it anymore. Hangry, horny, and angry. See? We can no longer read the Siren's lips. Why is that? That is a deliberate choice because Odysseus already got what he needed. And remember, I said that in my head canon for this animatic, Odysseus can actually hear the melody, just not the words. So at this point, we don't need to read the siren's lips. So Odysseus is now just basically toying with her. At this point, he's really just toying. Okay, remember the siren beckoning Odysseus into the water? And now Odysseus is using the exact same hand gesture to beckon the siren onto the ship. Odysseus has become the siren. Odysseus is now singing the siren song. And notice the fangs. That's actually deliberate as well. That's not an actual fang on Odysseus, of course, but I chose to add just a tiny little bit of the fang tooth here, just to indicate that, yeah, Odysseus is also a monster now. We're foreshadowing for different beasts. So, yeah, Odie is doing her game. Reverse Uno card. And also, I know it's not very obvious. Well, maybe it is. But I actually reused the exact same frames of animation that I did for the beckoning of the hand from the siren in the first part of the animatic. It's just that, of course, I lessened the length of the fingernails and made it more manly. Okay. Okay. Let me pause. I just need to bring this back. Let's bring this back. Yeah, the licking of the lips. Thank you, Stephanie. The licking of the lips, the vibrant color of the lips, is inspired from one of the fish that my parents love to eat. So, I don't know, I forgot the name of the fish, but this fish has bright green tongue and also a very bright green spines. Like, the inside of the fish has green bones. I don't know, I forgot what the fish is. It's not lapu-lapu, but it's definitely a weird fish to have a green tongue. So, also, it's a very vibrant color. Here's another inspiration. A lot of the people in the chat, while I was making this, mentioned, oh, if it's inspired from a deep sea fish, why not an anglerfish? And have a little thingy dangling on her head. Now, that does not make sense for me. Because these sirens, in my head, their prey is human. So why would they need a little dangly thingy? That's only if their prey is fish, right? So, I did give a little nod to that. Like, if they're really hungry and they want to eat fish, then they will use their tongues. Their tongue is the little dangly thingy that the anglerfish has. That's why it's very brightly colored. It's to attract fish, or krill, or shrimp, or whatever into their mouth. So it's a choice. It's one of the little tiny detail in that I added in there. Okay, let me just scroll back. What the heck? Sorry, jump into the water. Oh, dude, come onto the ship. You know what? I think I'll do that. Hold on. I don't know if a garfish has green bones. I've never seen a garfish. We don't have garfish in the Philippines. Oh, wait. Also, so there's actually a reason why I chose for the siren to come to the ship. And that's because Jorge is very particular about the lines he puts in his songs. So when I first heard this song, I was like, why would he say that? Why would he tell her to come to the ship? And the next line also doesn't make sense. Like, you should come onto the ship. We'll jump at the same time. Like, the siren is already in the water. You just need to jump, dude. So, it didn't make sense to me. But then I thought, why would Jorge add that in? Why would he have Odie invite the siren over? So there has to be a purpose, right? And that's why I added that in. That the siren, since Odysseus did the reverse Uno card and became a siren, he was this time successfully able to lure the siren. Just as the siren tried to lure Odysseus into the water and failed, Odysseus used the siren's powers or tactics against her and lured her onto his ship, onto his domain, and succeeded. His predator has now become his prey. We have seen that Odysseus, exactly, we are the ones who feast now. Oh, we have seen Odysseus time and again use knowledge that he has learned in the past, from mistakes he had learned in the past, or tactics he had learned. We have seen him use that time and again, same tactics. So I just basically put that in here. I know that I do understand that it's a very easy line to miss. I understand that because I really missed it at first. But then I started listening to the song on repeat, and that's pretty much how I came to the conclusion that Odysseus invited her over to the ship and she fell for it. Let me just scroll back to the chat. Let me see. Thank you. What is the meme when you made the Gorilla Godzilla animatic? Oh, it's actually based on this TikTok. I think it's Wanavanisms who originally came up with it, and hubby and I recorded the line. So, if you guys want to see that meme, it's actually in my channel. It's also in Jorge's channel because he reacted to it. Let's see. Yes, he played her game very well. We are the ones who feast now. Thank you, Madeline. She must be walking pretty slow if she hasn't eaten here yet. I start thinking how Odysseus is similar as Jesus fan arts, and I'm a little bit guilty for cancel. That's Catholic guilt, my dear. I know people keep saying it's Odie Jesus. Like, can't it be Keanu Jesus or Dave Grohl Jesus? Well, I mean, no. Can't it be like Keanu Odie and Dave Grohl Odie? Why Jesus? Okay, let me just scroll back. Can you say something? He should have kept the sirens and sacrificed them to Scylla. Oh, about that one, I think someone already answered it, but apparently Scylla does not attack other sea creatures. She doesn't. She only attacks humans who come into her domain. Or other land animals, but she doesn't attack sea creatures. And also, I reckon the sirens would be screaming for help, and Scylla would be even more pissed. Yeah, Cersei rubbed off on him. Yeah, he's also using the seducing. Are you making a full animatic for different beasts? Yes, and I will be discussing it after the breakdown. We're almost close to finishing the breakdown of the animatic. Oh, wait. J-Love, the funny animatic. Okay. Thank you. Hold on. Let me just see. Let's go. How many jiggles? There are 5. 5 jiggles. But the first one is very, very subtle. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Someone said that Scylla doesn't eat sea creatures or sentient sea creatures like the other sirens. But again, I haven't read anything that is in the mythos to confirm that. Let me see. Yeah, it would make sense that her resentment for the land beings. Especially she offered lambs to Scylla. I don't remember. Is that like the book? Someone asked for her if Scylla would have siren minions, and he said she would eat them. Oh, okay. There's the confirmation. Thank you, Void Floof. So I guess she would have eaten them. But then again, we don't really know the timeline. Like, how long was it before they went? Was it directly after that they went to Scylla's lair? We don't know. Not yet, anyway. Are there going to be cool scenes of Eurylochus using his huge anime sword? Yes! Yes, I'll tell you that right now. Yes. I'm just not gonna tell you guys what it is. What about the sea nymphs? Would she eat those? Probably not. That would technically be cannibalism, but then again, she's not a sea nymph anymore, so maybe everything is on the menu. But let's continue. Okay, I want to show you guys a little bit about this whole sequence here. It's actually on another thing that I did on purpose. Was we don't see Odysseus's eyes at this point anymore. Starting at this point, we don't see Odie's eyes. Okay. Arrgh, I keep using the friggin'. Okay. Okay. Okay, let me just scrub back. See? Even here, sorry guys. Can't. So from here, we don't see, even in the next frame, it's covered up. Thank you. The beast is waking up, yes. And he is actually hiding the beast. Thank you so much, Akazim. We don't get to see the nice red eyes, yes. He is hiding the monster now. Because he's not revealing it yet. I love this one, I'm sorry. But I really enjoyed doing the tongue thing. Okay, I just wanna scroll back to that a little bit. I don't know if you guys noticed something. Oh my god, that's such sexy. That's so sexy. When she goes into the boat, let's slow it down. Okay. We do see that she has red eyes. Yes, she has legs. Because in some of the paintings, sirens are depicted as human. So in my headcanon, sirens can transform fully into humans to lure their victims. So, okay, hold on. There's also this thing. I don't know if you guys saw that painting. There was that painting, Woman in the Well. So that's actually what inspired me to do this pose. Also, we don't see Odysseus' eyes here as well. Notice how awkward she is standing up. That's because she's not used to standing to having two legs. There was even a scrapped animated sequence of her walking very awkwardly. Because she can't really walk. She doesn't know how. But I scrubbed it because it lacked, there was a lack of time. Yeah, she's standing awkwardly, and then, this part, okay, that part where she flicks her hand and reveals her claws, that is based on, it's actually my husband who helped me model for it. So my husband was flicking his arm like that, his hand like that, just so I can visualize it better and animate it better. So the thing is, I wanted this siren to be a threat. I didn't want her to just, look like Penelope and be, a reminder to Odysseus about how he misses her. I really wanted her to be a genuine threat to Odysseus. That's why she had her claws out. Yeah, the cake jiggles, see? My leche plan jiggles. Showing her hand too soon, Odysseus has won, yeah. With the headcanon that the sirens can have human legs, I thought when they had contact with what it reveals their tail. That's also that could also be a nice addition. Yeah. It's not see it's not seeing Odysseus done on purpose, as narrative Odysseus trying to lure the into a false sense of security. It is done on purpose. Yes. He doesn't show his eyes anymore because monster recognizes monster. He would immediately see he wanted to make sure that she doesn't see him for what he has planned for her. But don't sirens have gills? Yeah. Yeah, they do. But in my animatic, they can transform into humans. In the very first part of the animatic, I actually showed that the gills are on the sides of their hips. And I showed the transformation of the gill slits slowly disappearing into her legs. So, yeah. Also, guys, notice anything in the background? I know we're all focused on the siren's hand. But have you noticed something with Otis? Yes, exactly. Exactly, Eldritch. He has the bow ready. It's right here. It's the bow and arrow. It's right there. You can just barely see it. But if you stop frame by frame, you will see it. I did already add that in. It's over there. It's over there.
The things I do for you.
There we go. So let's go back. The last scene. Let's go back and discuss this very last shot. Okay, let me just scroll back. Let me just scroll back. Oh, what the heck? Why is this not... Okay. You know how Odysseus is breathing? My husband, who's into archery, told me that when archers get ready to fire, they will actually breathe out. They will breathe out, and I feel like that's why Jorge also added the sigh. So I used that to my advantage as well.
The things I do for you.
Okay, let's. I'm just gonna scroll this back, frame by frame, because I really like doing this. So he turns. This is just very, very few frames of animation, actually. And I find this shot really hot. But we do see the red eyes now. And then the hair. There you go. Yeah, the Odysseus will return thing. That's for it is inspired from the MCU. My hubby and I used to like really be big into the MCU, before the pandemic. So yeah, we also added that in. So yeah, Odysseus. And let me just so from baby pop girly Odysseus, we now have monster Odysseus. So yeah. Let me just scroll up to the chat. Surprise! Mother Siren! Let me see. Wait a minute, wait. It would have been cool if when her thighs show, some of her gills would show, since her tail has gills. She's human at this point. Anything, a lot of things can happen in different beasts. Because yes, guys, my next animatic is gonna be different beasts. I already have the first sequence planned. You can expect a teaser next week. At the earliest, at the earliest next week. You can expect at the first sequence next week, for the teaser. And the thing is, Jay also, I asked Jay, because since he commissioned me for different beasts, I wasn't sure how he would feel about me continuing it. Because technically, my different beast animatic that I worked on him is canon. So, I don't want there to be any communication. So I did ask Jay, is it okay if I continue different beasts and interpret it as best as I can based on the song? And he gave me his blessing. He said he would be honored if I continued it. And so I am continuing it. But I will put a disclaimer that only a certain segment is canon, the rest is my interpretation. So, let me just scroll back to the chat. Okay, thank you. Thank you guys. Okay, so just to give you guys some context about what will happen next. So this one, different beast, it ended. I mean, suffering ended with a cut to black, and then we have silence, right? So the next song will start with a black screen, and then we will then see the screen fall out into the silhouette of the siren, and Odysseus is there holding a a bow because he already shot the arrow, and then a sudden close up of his face, and he will mouth out the words. He will mouth out the lyrics, and I already have a planned as well. The transformation sequence of the siren from Penelope to back to the siren, and then we will get a full reveal of what the siren looks like. Let me just. Is the giant sword canon? Yeah, it is. Oh, wait. Hold on. Odysseus. He's bodacious. As bodacious. Sorry. There's no Yori Jiggle in the different beast animatic. I'm gonna have to apologize. Wait a minute, kaping mainit. I might be able to add a Yuri jiggle. I might, but no promises. If I don't see it in the shot, it's probably not gonna be there. Okay, let me just scroll here. How long does it take you to work on animatics like this? Okay, back when I didn't have a full-time job, it took me as short as 5 days. But this one I worked on and off for almost 2 weeks. So that's why it took a while. Okay. Thanks for dropping by, Millie. Thank you so much. Thank you. Eugene. Sorry, it's kind of called you because Yuri uses it in animatic. The Gigi did it for Mutiny. Yeah, it's canon. Jay discussed it. It is inspired from anime and game characters. He discussed with me what exactly is the reason why Yuri has a big sword, but I'm not gonna discuss it here. Let's leave it for Jay to discuss. But he did already reply in his comment section what the name of there's a name for the sword. It's called the Strongest of Same or Strongest of Same. I forgot what exactly how it's pronounced, but it's spelled as Same. The Strongest of Same. So feel free to get from that what you will. No problem, El Picto. It's personal. You pretended to be my wife, so now you must die. Okay, I changed the lyrics. Fine. Same. Ah. Oh, okay. Okay. Excuse me. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for joining me in this animatic breakdown. Also, thank you so much for being in the premiere of Suffering. I really enjoyed your comments there. So thank you. I'll probably be looking at it and replaying it because I know I missed a lot. So, hearing Gwendy speak Tagalog. Tayo ay parehas lang. Oh my god, that so sucks. My Tagalog sucks, you guys. Yeah, I don't have a daughter. Let's see, once I apply all the oh my god. Okay. We've reached the end of the stream. I think it's time I can discuss about Zusasi. So anyway, you guys, I have a Discord server. And sometimes I post shit posts. And also like stuff that I'm planning ahead of time. So it's usually okay, let me see. So people there get early access to my stuff, except usually for premieres. I actually like do put the premieres in like I premiere it at the same time for everyone. But if you want some extra stuff, you can go check out my Discord. I did put there Zeus Sussy. Because yes, I'm planning an animatic that involves Zeus. Not exactly an animatic, it's more of a shit post. And I'm excited for you guys to see that. I'm actually even more excited for you guys to see that the different beasts. Hindi ako abot kaya. So yeah, thank you so much as well, everyone, for joining me in this live stream for the breakdown, and I hope that you were able to glean something from the discussion as to my choices with the animatic. Thank you again for keeping the chat very very lively. And do we still need to keep the secret that it was in the last stream? What? Keep the secret that was in the last stream. Oh, you mean the jiggle physics? The jiggles? What are you talking about? I've come to accept that I have become the jiggle queen, and people have become my jiglets. Anyway, I'm gonna go and take a rest right now, guys, because it's 2 a.m. where I am. So thank you to everyone who has been constantly in the live stream. Thank you as well to the new people joining in. This has been Gwendy of NS2D Studios, and I will see you when I see you. Bye!